Hey y'all, welcome to this week's What's for Dinner. I'm going to be sharing with y'all a couple of meals that we had this past week. I make these types of videos every Friday morning, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. So if you are looking for some ideas and motivation to get some meals made for your family, I hope that you will subscribe and I hope that you will enjoy this. And I also have a whole playlist full of What's for Dinner videos if you need some more ideas. Anyways, I'm not good at intros, but I thought I'd put my face on here real quick. But thank y'all for joining me, and without further ado, let's get straight into the video. Hey y'all, welcome to tonight's What's for Dinner. We're actually starting a little early because we're gonna make a meal in the crock pot. We're gonna be making, and I may say it wrong, but slow cooker beef. Some people say barbacoa. My husband calls it barbacoa. But anyways, it's basically like a shredded beef meat that we're going to use for tacos. So like in the street tacos, a lot of times this is the meat that they use. So we're going to make this up. I was just showing y'all all the ingredients that you're going to need, and we're going to get all this ready and put in our crock pot. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is I have my beef roast. It's a chuck roast. And we're going to cut this up in about 6 to 8 chunks, it says. So I'm just going to kind of spin this around and cut it. Y'all, I may not be cutting this right, so don't make fun of me. Now we're going to go ahead and, come on, here's the crock pot over here. We're going to put all this meat down in here. Okay, next I'm just going to go ahead and take this onion here and we're going to chop this up. Okay, got the onion chopped up. So we're going to go ahead and put that over here with our roast. Now we're going to put in 4 cloves of minced garlic. So there's about 2. That's about 4. Next, we're going to put in a 4-ounce can of diced green chilies. The next thing we're going to do is I have a can of these chipotle peppers and adobe sauce, but we only need 2 of these, and we want to dice those up. So I'm going to get those. I have 2 of those diced up. So now we're going to come over here and we're going to add that to it too. Next, we're going to add in a tablespoon of ground cumin, and then also a tablespoon of oregano. And we need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. That's about half. And then pepper, it said 3/4 of a teaspoon, so that's pretty close. And I'm going to kind of stir this around in here. Y'all, I did it again. I thought I was recording. Okay, I just measured out a 1/2 cup of beef broth. I'm just using, just from a can, the Great Value. I also added in 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. And now it wants me to add the juice of 2 limes, but I'm going to use this real lime juice. And according to this, 3 tablespoons equals the juice of 1 lime. So we're going to put 6 tablespoons of this. And I have a new bottle I may have to go over there and get. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm going to have to go get the other one to get the last. And here will be 6. Oh, don't squeeze it like that. Okay, there's 6. Now we're going to get a little whisk and we're going to whisk that up. Whisk that up. And now we're going to come back over here. And we're going to pour this over everything else. The kids actually requested this. I've made this before, but it's been quite a while. When we used to live in Oklahoma, we would go over to Guyman, Oklahoma to this, we called it the taco shop. And they had the best Barbacoa, whatever they're called. They had the best ones of those kind of tacos. Okay, the last thing we're going to do is we're going to add 2 bay leaves. There's 1 and 2. Just going to kind of let them get in the juice a little bit. And we're going to cover this up, and I'm going to cook mine on low for about 6 to 8 hours, or you can do it on high for 3 to 4 minutes. 3 to 4 minutes. That would be fast. For 3 to 4 hours. So I will come back and we will shred this up, and yeah, let you see how it turns out. Okay, y'all, this has been cooking for over 7 hours. I'm going to check this meat, and I think, let's see, we're going to see if it should just kind of fall apart. So let me grab some of it and see. It's almost there. I think I'm going to, see, it's starting to tear. Let me get a fork and check it. Oh yeah, when you get a fork, it's just falling off. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take our bay leaves out, because you don't want to leave those in there. Take those out. Gotta find where the other one is. Somewhere in there. I probably accidentally pushed it up under there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this meat out onto a plate and start shredding it. And I'm going to remove a lot of this fat and put it back in there. Okay, y'all, I've got all the meat out, so I'm going to start taking the fat off, and I'm going to put it on this paper plate to throw away, and then I'm going to shred the rest up with some forks. So we'll do that really quick. I'll speed this thing up. Okay, y'all, got the meat shredded. I think I got all the fat out. It is a little bit juicy, but I think it's because my roast was about almost 3 pounds, and this recipe was meant for like a 4 to, I think, 5 pound, or was it 3 to 4 pound? I can't remember. So I'm just gonna leave this on low while I get the rest of the stuff ready. And to go alongside this, I'm just going to try this rice-a-roni, the Mexican style. I usually use like the package ones. I can't remember what they're called, but they're like $1 a pack at Walmart. But I thought I would try this one, and then we're just going to open up a can of refried beans. I'm going to chop up some cilantro, and I went ahead and bought some pico de gallo from Walmart that was already made up. Okay, y'all, I ended up, instead of doing refried beans, I opened up this can of these Glory Foods seasoned southern style pinto beans with onions. I don't know, just look good. I have that rice done back there. Let me show y'all. It looks actually really good. Zoom into it. And so I got that made. And now I'm going to warm up my tortillas. I'm going to heat up some, I have some corn. And then I also have some flour. So I'm just going to heat them both up on here. And then I'm going to put them in my little tortilla thing that I use for microwaving. Actually, no, I'm going to use that for my flour tortillas. I'll just heat up the corn in here because those will heat up good in there. And then I will wrap those. What I usually do is I'll use like a kitchen towel and I'll wrap those in it just to keep them warm. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, everybody was already getting in here. I got some limes to squeeze on top. Here is the pico that I just picked up at Walmart. Just like that.
That's my doctor.
Oh, sorry. I cut up some cilantro, and I heated up their flour tortillas. And here, got the meat. Here's the rice. And over here are the beans. And here are some of the corn tortillas. So we are going to start getting this ready, and I will let you know what we think. Courtney put some taco sauce on hers. And Adrian's already telling me and Bryce will get our food. Okay, Courtney. What do you think of the tacos?
Well, I'm still chewing.
But from what you ate, how was it? Good? Okay, Bryce, do you approve? And Adrian's going back to get another one. What do you think?
It's awesome. But the rice,
It's not,
it's not.
the rice isn't as good as the other kind that I made.
It's not.
So, I think it's good. Very good. And yeah, y'all, this was very easy to make. But yeah, I don't know about this rice-a-roni Mexican rice. I think I would do the other kind that I can't think of the name of it that's in the packages at Walmart for like $1.
This is like the
Okay,
best.
well there's tonight's.
I don't like Spanish rice.
Hey y'all, tonight I'm going to be making Mexican Picadillo. I think that's how you pronounce it. We're going to start out with some potatoes, and we want to dice these. So I've got my little cutter out, which I'm getting about ready to have to order me a new one because my small blades are getting very dull. But my little bit bigger one should still work. So I'm going to get these potatoes ready, and I'm going to stick them in there, and we're going to kind of dice these up and for our recipe. And this little cutter makes things so much easier. But I've got 3 potatoes. The recipe I found calls for 2 medium potatoes, but one of these, I mean, a couple of them didn't look real big, so I just went ahead and did 3. Okay, we also need half of an onion. I think I'm just, well, it may not fit in here. I'm going to put this on a plate. And I'm going to do the same thing with the onions. I'm just going to kind of slice this, and then I'm going to put it in my chopper, except I'm using the smaller chopper. And you need about half of an onion for this part. Okay, y'all, I have, it's probably maybe not quite a pound and a half, probably a pound and a quarter or so, maybe almost a pound and a half of hamburger meat. And I'm putting it in my pan over medium-high heat. And I'm just breaking this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to get this browned, all cooked up, and then I will be right back and show you what we're going to do next. Almost forgot to season up our meat. We're going to add a half a teaspoon of pepper, just black pepper. And then we're going to add a teaspoon of salt. And this is a half a teaspoon, so I'm going to do this twice. I also need to add 1 tablespoon of ground cumin. Whoa, I might have got a little over, so I'm going to put a little bit back. Okay. And mix that in there. We want to add some oregano. The way they explained it was a generous pinch. So there, we're going to have a really good pinch of oregano. So we're going to cook this now until the meat is no longer pink. And I will link this recipe down below for y'all. So I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, I'm going to add in my potatoes. I'm going to add in my onions. Y'all hear noise in the background? That is my kitchen mama can opener opening up some tomato sauce. Actually, I think it's done. Just a minute. 2 cloves of minced garlic also. So, got 1, got 2. Okay. I like garlic, put 1 more. And we also want to add in 8-ounce can of tomato sauce. So get a spoon to help get that all out. And if you wanted, you could add, you could do like a can of diced tomatoes instead of the tomato sauce. But I just know my kids, they're not the biggest fans of like chunks of tomatoes. So I'm just doing it with tomato sauce. And then I'm going to add in a cup of water. And to give it a little extra seasoning, I have some chicken bouillon. You could do beef bouillon. I'm going to use this chicken, and I like using this, I don't know, the something pollo, which I know means chicken. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of that. And I'm going to mix that up good. Now we're going to bring this up to a boil, and then we want to turn it down and cover it up and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes until these potatoes are cooked through. Right now I'm just I want to make sure all my seasoning and everything is mixed up real good while this is heating up. Okay, now I'm going to start to turn this down to low. It's starting to bubble up. Okay. My lid was in the dishwasher, so I had to quickly clean it. So basically now we just want to get these potatoes done. And sorry y'all, my battery died on me. Okay, got it turned down to low, and I've got my lid. We're going to cover this up. I'm just going to let this simmer. I'm going to set my timer for 15 minutes, and then I will check it and see if these are done. If the potatoes aren't done, then we'll let it go another 5 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. Okay y'all, it's been cooking for about 15 minutes, but at first I guess I had it too low, so I turned it up. The potatoes are almost done. I'm going to let it cook for maybe 3-4 more minutes. In the meantime, I'll let it cook basically while I'm heating up this can of refried beans. And then I'm also going to warm up some tortillas. Okay y'all, I've got these done. I'm going to turn them off. I'm just going to cover them up while I finish heating up some tortillas and the beans. And then I will show you everything. Okay y'all, got the Mexican picadillo done. My refried beans, I like to add a little picante sauce into those while I'm warming them up. I set out this Chalkola green pepper sauce. It's good. We got some cheese, some picante sauce, and then I heated up tortillas, and I just put them, I like to wrap them in a towel. So I got some flour, and then I have a few of these little street corn tortillas. So I'm gonna get the kids over here, and we'll let you know what we think.